Legs out comfortably long. The backs of heels are hip distance. Let the feet drop away. Any pain in the back, bend the legs up, taking pressure off the lumbar spine. And if you've kept the legs out long, noticing what part of the legs connect down onto the mat. Calf muscles spreading. Backs of knees lengthening and opening. Reconnection, backs of thighs, buttocks. Where is it for you today? Across the back of the hips and pelvis, is there balance or is there difference? The curve through the lower back, does it naturally lift away from the mat? And then come up from that curvature and feel reconnection. Is it middle back? From middle back up and out to shoulder blade. And feel the middle back releasing down, the upper back releasing down. And feeling that resting down onto the mat. And then up and out to the shoulder blades. Let the weight of the shoulder blades release down onto the mat. The weight of the right shoulder blade releasing down. The weight of the left shoulder blade releasing down. And feel both shoulder blades surrender down onto the mat. Chin tucking down, back of neck long. And then scanning through the body once more from toes all the way up to crown of hair. Making any last minute adjustments you feel necessary. And when you're ready, awareness to the rise and fall of the abdominal region. And feel abdominal wall rising on the inhale, softening down with the exhale. Abdominal wall rising with each inhale, and softening down with the exhale. Starting to let those breaths lengthen and deepen. As the breaths deepen, push out through the heels, exhale fully. Breathing in, pointing the toes. Breathing out, flexing the feet. Movements in time with breaths, inhales pointing, exhales flexing. Your timing, your breaths. Next time you breathe in, point your toes and drop your big toes into touch. And then as you breathe out, feet roll out. Breathe in, toes roll in and touch. Breathe out, feet roll out. Full circle. Next time your toes meet together, pause. Sip some more breath in, bringing the breath right up through the body. Hold that breath in or sip some more again in if you could, as if that balloon you're blowing up, you're trying to get that last bit of oxygen in. And then as you breathe out, feet roll out opposite direction. Take 3 rotations around in the opposite direction. Third rotation around for you, the toes come all the way back into reconnect. Touch them together. And again, bring a slower, deeper breath all the way up through the body. Sip some more breath in, chest lifting, belly hollowing. And again, try to get more breath up through that chest, lifting it up. When you're ready to breathe out, breath sighs out, feet drop out, and soften completely. And then push out through the heels and stretch through the back of the legs. Breathing in, right knee comes in and reach for that right leg. Breathing out, roll forehead up towards the knee. Breathing in, lower the head back to the mat. Breathe out, take the right leg up to the ceiling and hold the back of the leg stretching. Keep the heel pushing up, elongate, keep breathing into the stretch. Flexion of the foot. And then next exhale fully. On your inhale, roll up, bring the forehead into the leg again as close as you can get. Keep breathing, trying to touch in close. Keep using the arms to pull you up, the legs stretching whilst you're there. And then lower the head down, bend the leg down, release arms and leg, and the whole body releases down. And then inhale, left knee comes in and reach for your leg. Exhale, roll up forehead towards your knee. Breathe in, lower the head back down onto the mat. Breathe out, the leg goes up, and again hold the back of the leg. Left heel pushing up and keep breathing into the stretch. Remember, not forcing it, we're letting the body warm up. Exhale fully and then roll up forehead towards the leg as close as you can get. And then exhale, lower the head, arms and leg. Release out and take a moment again, Shavasana, softening down. Next exhale, push out through the heels, flex the feet. And again, inhale, right leg comes in and reach for the leg. Exhale, roll up forehead towards your leg. Breathing in, lower the head down onto the mat. Breathe out, arm and leg go up. Stretch that right heel up again. Keep a hold of the back of the leg and stretch and lengthen. Breathing into this feeling. Couple more breaths. Stay with the stretch. Exhale, firm the belly. And again, on the inhale, we're rolling up. Forehead to the leg as close as you can get. Keep holding, keep stretching. And exhale, lowering down, bend the leg down, release out, surrender the leg. Push out through the heels, both legs long. Inhale, left leg comes in and reach for it. Exhale, roll up, forehead towards the leg. And then inhale, lower the head down onto the mat. Exhale, left leg up and hold the back of the leg. So again, stretching up the back of this left leg, keep breathing into it. Exhale, firm the belly. Inhale, we're rolling up, taking the body to that leg. Keep a hold of the leg, keep stretching, keep engaging. And then lower down, head, arms, and leg. Let both legs drop away. And again, soften. Both heels push away, stretch back of legs. One more set. Inhale, right leg comes in, reach for it. Exhale, roll forehead up towards that knee. Inhale, lower the head back to the mat. Exhale the leg up, hold the back of your right leg and stretch it. Heel is pushing up. This time as you hold the stretch, feel that you're pulling the leg down as if the back of this right hip buttock is really pressing down into the yoga mat, as if you're trying to pull the leg down whilst you stretch the heel out. Exhale fully and then inhale, roll up forehead to the leg, coming up as close as you can get. Keep a hold of the leg, couple more breaths. And then next exhale, let go, stretch the arms, keep the body lifted, strengthening the core body. And then exhale, head, arms, and leg, release down and soften. Push out through both heels, stretch through both legs. Inhale, left knee comes in and reach. Exhale, roll up forehead towards the leg. Inhale, lower the body down onto the mat. Exhale, left leg up and hold the back of the leg. So again on this side, feel you're trying to pull the leg down. Really feel the back of this left hip pelvis really press into the mat, as if you're pulling the leg down while it's resisting, heel pushing up. Again, noticing where the stretch is. Exhale, firm the belly, rolling up body to leg as close as you can get. And then let go of the legs, stretch the arms. And exhale, lower the head, the arms, the leg, and let the whole body surrender. If you're out of balance, please readjust. Palms turned up, feet dropping away. Take a moment, surrender. Then surrendering, being mindful of the breath. Feeling the inhale as it comes up through the body. And feeling the exhale releasing out. Slowing and deepening. Last exhale for you, then push out through the heels and stretch up the back of the leg. Bend those legs up, feet on the mat, hip distance parallel. Once you're there, right ankle crosses in front of left thigh. Then right hand on that right leg, press it away. It's pushing in, resisting. Left hand, left hip squaring. Make sure you're not falling out on the pelvis. Exhale fully. We're going to lift that left leg, reach through and take a hold if you can. Now, if it's difficult to hold the left leg, keep the foot back on the floor, right hand and leg resisting. Keep the tailbone long. Continue to keep the ribs down, shoulders down, chin down, back of neck long. Exhale fully, let that left foot drop down. A half happy baby, right hand, take this right arch of foot, the ankle or maybe right arm just wraps around back of thigh, working this right knee wide and down. Let the left knee drop away to keep the pelvis balanced. And then just making sure you're trying to lengthen the tailbone away from you at the same time. Keep the back long. So this right knee pressing down. Or if you're easy in the stretch, start to unhinge the back of this right knee, opening out through the leg at the angle that's comfortable for you to open it out, or keep it bent in the happy baby. So right leg wherever you can take it. Maybe you want to mobilize it between bending and straightening. Make sure you're not falling out on that right side though. Legs are heavy. They'll call us to unbalance. So keeping left leg dropping away. Left hand on inner left leg if necessary, pressing it. Let the right leg release so both feet meet together in Supta and allow the weight of the knees to drop out to each side. And just notice, are there feelings of difference through the hips, pelvis, legs after one leg doing the half happy baby and being opened out? Notice the differences that you may be aware of. And that's one more small stretch that we do. So if you've got habits of patterns of movement, always leaning out on one hip, always crossing the arms or legs one way, try and come back to balancing all those little changes in the body, because we probably aren't even aware that we have these differences because we're so used to hanging off one leg. If we hang off our hip, if we hitch to one side, if we're always doing something crossing one way, try and change it up and notice the difference. So when you're ready, we're just going to bend the legs up again, feet hip distance apart, and this time cross left ankle in front of right. Left hand on this inner left leg and press it away. Right hand on right hip, squaring it down. So this leg is resisting, left leg's pushing in, the hands holding it out there. And then exhale fully. If it's easy enough, pick up the right leg, reach through and take a hold of this right leg. So again, if it's too intense on the joints, right foot stays on the mat, left leg winging away. And even if you're holding this right leg, keep the left leg active, left knee working out away from you. not just hanging there. Tailbone long, not letting the buttocks roll up off the mat. So tailbone long, ribs down, shoulders down, chin down, back of neck long. Exhale fully, right foot to the mat, left leg in a half happy baby. So let that right knee drop away to keep the pelvis balanced. And whether you're holding left arch, ankle, or wrap the arm around back of thigh, and then keep breathing. Working the left leg, half happy baby, or start to unhinge the back of this left leg and let this left leg open out to where you can. So whether you're keeping the leg bent, whether you're mobilizing it back and forth, whether you want to keep the left leg out wide in the Urdhva Upavishtakonasana, whatever works, make sure you're breathing into stretching and opening. We're not forcing the body, we're opening it, we're breathing into these feelings. And then exhale fully. Left foot drops and meets with the right foot. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hips, pelvis, feet balancing as much as you can. Both legs opened up the same now. Does it feel more balanced? What do you feel? Sweep the arms back, reaching for your elbows when you're ready to. Feet pressed together, push them down, push them long, elbows pulling long. Exhale, soften. Inhale, activate, stretch, lengthening. Exhale, softening. 3 more rounds of breath work, stretching on inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. 2 to go. Last exhale for you, firm the belly. Hold the breath out, change the grip on the elbows, unnatural side. We change the grip, we change the focus. Bring slow, steady breath all the way up through the body. Pause at the end of the inhale. And then slow, steady breath out. Pause at the end of the exhale. 3 more rounds of breath, as slow and as deep as you can, pausing at the end of each breath. Last round of breath work for you. Exhale fully. Work the exhale slower, deeper, longer, stronger. Getting all that stale energy, the waste product, the carbon dioxide out of the body, and hold out for as long as you can. When you are ready to breathe in, stretch the arms long. Bring them all the way down around beside you. One hand under each leg, bring those knees up into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs, hug in, and then rock the body side to side, massaging. Gentle rocking motion, side to side. And then hands cupping over the knees, big toes touch. Take the knees wide and then circle the legs around in wide circles. So with knees wide, you should be getting more massage back of hips, outer edge of hips and pelvis. And then keep the knees wide, but just circle opposite direction. Once you've circled opposite direction, bring the knees back into the chest, squeeze them in, firm the belly. Breathing in, take forehead up to the knees. Feel the knees are trying to push away, arms hold them where they're at. One hand to each knee or shin, let the knees, legs move long, as if you're rolling up towards them. Hold on. Then let go when you've got the height, strengthen there. Make sure it's the core doing the work, not the hip flexors. So if you put your hands on the front of the legs and you feel those flexors really pulling up, there's that ridge on the front of thighs, know that the flexors are working rather than the core. They should be relaxed. Grab the legs, bring them back into the chest, lower the head down, rock the head side to side, mobilize the neck. And when you're ready, the head comes back to center. Feet drop down to the mat. Take the feet wide, drop the knees together, internal rotation. If it's easy, keep walking the feet out so the little toe side of feet lift off the mat. Knees drop in together. Any pulling or tightness, bring the feet closer. If it's easy, keep walking those legs out wider. Let the knees come away from each other. Bring the feet closer, hip distance, or line up the feet on the edge of the yoga mat. Wide arms for your twist. Breathe in all the way up through the chest. Breathe out, let both knees drop to the right. Turn the face, look left. Palms down, tailbone tuck. Work the legs deep. If you wish to, put your right foot on top of that left thigh and work that left leg deeper. Keep breathing into this feeling. Ribs down, tailbone tucking. Really flatten the front body. So if you're really arching those ribs up, those rib crests, really pull them down and see if you can find the length through that lower back, lengthening that left thigh, wherever you've got your twist. Let the right foot come back off the leg if it was there. Come up to center. And then second side, both knees to the left, face to the right. Your choice, keep it there or put the left foot on top of the right and work that right leg deeper. Feel the stretch come from the hip down the thigh, the quadricep, tailbone tucking. Really flatten the front body, right ribs back to the mat, shoulder, arm, and hand. Exhale fully, squeeze the last breath out, slide that left leg off, come back up to center, and again bring those knees up into the chest, wrap the arms and squeeze them in. Chin deep, back of neck long. Feel the knees are trying to push up to the ceiling, arms resist, trying to pull them back down towards the body. So arms and legs work against each other. Keep breathing whilst you do. And then exhale, soften, knees squeeze in. Let the arms release, roll to your right. We're up on the hands and knees into our 4-point position. So shoulders above wrists, hips above knees, neutral spine. And then as soon as you're ready, inhale, you're dipping the spine, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll your spine, look in towards your navel. And then keep moving with your breath. Inhale's dipping, chest pulls forward, looking up. Exhale's rolling around the back, look into the navel. Your timing, your breath. Next time you're looking at your navel, stay there. Roll the shoulders broader by pushing your hands down through the mat. Knees pull in. Round the back higher, chin in deeper, protect your neck. Breathe across the opening of the upper back. Stretch it and then breathe into it, create the openness. Next, exhale, lift the navel up to the spine, holding the breath out of the body for as long as you can. Breathing in, you're tucking the toes under. Breathing out, take the buttocks back to the heels and stretch toes and arches of feet as much as you can. Try to pull the spine long, shoulders back while you stretch those toes and arches of feet. If it's too intense, ease up and down a few times. We're up to down dog. Simply transition forward with the weight, lift off the knees, and then press those heels down to the yoga mat. Walk it out on the spot if you need to, bending, straightening. Or be still, whatever works. Hips side to side, neck, shoulders mobilize, or stillness in your time. Lengthening, stretching, opening. Exhale fully, come down onto the knees, dip the spine gently. Take the right leg up behind you, lift it, stretch it, swing it over to your left, put it on the floor and slide back diagonally. Stretching that left buttock and hip out to the side as much as you can. Staying here, but just tuck the back toes, lift off the back knee, push out on that back leg a little more actively. Exhale fully, push off. You're going to swing that right leg all the way around to the right. Hold it up at hip height for a moment, strengthen, and then put the right leg out to the side. Push off from the hands, bring them up, and then take your left hand wide to the side, Parigasana. Bring the right arm up and over and stretch the side body, lengthening. Push away. Lift the right leg up straight out if you wish to the side. Feel the top thigh, hip switch on. And then put that right foot back down wide and stretch this top side body, lengthen. Left hip flexor, pull it forward into the stretch. Make sure it's not pinching back. And then exhale, top arm sweeps down. Hands come up onto hips, squaring off. And then we're taking the left arm up to the ceiling when we're ready. Lean to the right leg. Push away from it as you lean. Right hand on the top of that thigh, press it down, roll internally. Left knee to left foot, press down, stretching and lengthening. Exhale, left arm sweeps down, Once it does, bring your right foot around in front for the lunge. Hands on top of the knee, lock the arms in straight, and then push away from the foundations, bringing the hips into the lunge. Tailbone tucking a little bit on this left leg, pulling forward, tailbone tucking and long. Ribs in, so we're not just dropping into the hip, pushing away from right foot as we hold into the posture. Keep working into the stretch. And when you're ready, left arm widen up and lean across to the right. So left arm over, right hand still pushing away from the right leg. Ribs in, make sure you're not collapsing in your back. Left knee, keep dragging it forward. Find the opening. And then exhale, hands both down, inside edge of this right leg. Turn the toes out, drop the knee out. Slide longer if you've got the opening and you're down on your forearms. Right toes out, right knee out. Your choice today if you want to roll the big toe side of the foot up, so it's just little toe side of this right foot down, right knee dropping, or keep the right foot pressing, actively pushing away. Pull your chest long, shoulders back. Neck long, bring the chest forward, square it up. Pelvis squaring. Front ribs held up, back of neck long. Couple more breaths. Exhale fully, then we're walking the hands up, inhale. Pull those right toes up, hand outside edge of leg. Pull the spine long. Bend the leg a little more if you need to, extending the right sit bone out behind you. So leg long, spine long. Ardha Hanumanasana, this half split. Make sure this right knee is not locking. Bend the leg a little. Heel pushing down and forward. That's saying I'm digging my heels in. Well, you literally are here. Dig that right heel into the mat. Exhale fully. Right foot comes down flat. Stay low. Bring the hips in deep. Hands on the mat. You're dragging this left thigh forward. Trying to put as much as the left thigh on the yoga mat as you can. Keep breathing. Exhale fully. Make sure the right knee is stacked above right heel. Tuck the toes, lift off the back knee. Right arm up, twisted lunge. Reach up, stretch. Bring the arm long beside the ear if it's easy for you. Make sure chest stays twisted open. Face turns up if the neck's easy. So if you lose the twist, keep the arm up. If the neck is sore, look down. 3 more breaths. Right heel active, right buttock pushing back long, left leg active, not just letting it hang. Third exhale for you. Right arm circles down, push the buttock high to the ceiling, pull the right toes up as if the left leg stays in a down dog-like position, right toes pulled up. A really nice stretch through the back of each leg. Shift the momentum to push off and step back to your down dog. Push out through the heels, stretch long. Extend the sit bones up and out long. Push away from your hands. Slow, steady breaths in and out. Do you notice the differences in the legs after one leg being stretched more than the other? Feeling differences through right and left? What are you aware of? Exhale fully, we're down onto the knees. Dip the spine gently, looking up. Exhale, roll the spine, look into the navel. A sense of knees pulling forward, hands pushing down. Broaden across your upper back and breathe into that space. Remember, knees are dragging forward, hands push straight down. Dip the spine on the inhale, looking up. Left leg goes up this time, lift it high. Swing it across to your right. Slide out diagonally, stretch back as far as you can. Working that right buttock and hip out wide and long. Tuck the back toes, lift off the back knee. Push out through that back leg, stretch it away. So it's active. We're active in the leg as we push it out. Firm the lower belly, exhale. Push off and you're swinging that left leg all the way out to the left. Can you hold it up at hip height for a moment? Engaging, strengthening. And then exhale, lower that left leg out wide to the side. Push off from the hands and we're coming into Parigasana. Right hand goes wide, left arm up and over and stretch long. So making sure this right hip flexor pulls forward, higher up on the right hand if you need to. Find your length, top side body. And then if you wish to, lift that left leg up for a moment, engaging, activating. And then we put that left foot back down, push away, feel more length, more opening, side body. And then exhale, top arm sweeps down and hands come up onto the hips, squaring off. Once you're there, taking right arm up, stretch it up. Lean to your left leg and push away from that left foot as you lean towards it. Keeping front ribs in. Make sure you're not leaning back. Breathing into the stretch, lengthening and opening. And then exhale, the arm sweeps down. Lift the left foot around in front of you for your lunge. Hands coming on top of the knee. Lock the arms in and then come into lunging through the legs and hips. Right knee's trying to drag forward, pushing away from that left leg. Keep breathing. Where can you feel lengthening? Tailbone long, not dropping in the back. And not collapsing the chest forward onto the leg. Long arms pressing away from that left knee. Inhale, right arms coming up and leaning over. So creating that little bit more length through this right side. Do you feel it coming up through the hip flexor, down into quadriceps, side body opening? Keep trying to drag right leg forward, tailbone tucking, front ribs in. And then exhale, the arm sweeps down. We're bringing both hands inside of left foot. Shuffle longer, toes turn out, knee drops out, down to forearms if it's easy for you, creating your length. So pull the chest forward, keep it broad, keep it open. Shoulders back, spine pulling long. Left foot again on this side, you're welcome to turn big toe side up. So just little toe side of that left foot on the floor, left knee dropping. or keep the foot flat and press away. Keep the pelvis squared, not letting the hips roll away, making sure we're as balanced as much as we can be. Neck long, not hanging off the head, hanging off one part of the cervical. Keep the length, keep the balance. And exhale fully. Walk the hands in and up on an inhale. Pull the toes up, hand outside edge of leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. So that heel digging in. Unlock the knee. Extend the left sit bone back long. Chest lifted, spine long. Breaths are flowing. Exhale fully. Left foot comes down onto the mat. Knee stacks above the heel and dragging this right thigh forward. Keep pulling long. Trying to put as much of the right thigh to the yoga mat as you can. Pressing away from that left foot as you do. Into the twisted lunge. Make sure the right hand is stacked below the shoulder, stable. Tuck the back toes off the back knee, left arm up. Twist up, open up. Long arm beside the ear if it's easy. Chest up, face up, keep opening up. Now this left heel, press it down. Keep the left buttock low and long. Keep your right leg active. 3 more breaths from now. And then the hand circles down, outside edge of that front left foot. Pull the toes up. Walk the hands back in closer, beyond blocks, fingertips if you need height. Right leg in a down dog position. Left toes pulling up, deepening the stretch through the legs where you can. Keep pulling the chest higher, longer if you need to keep the back extending, or bend the leg more if you need to. Couple more breaths, stretching and lengthening. And then instead of down dog, bring the front foot flat. As much momentum as you need. Right foot comes around and steps in behind outside edge of left leg. Feet as close together as you can bring them. If you're finding the legs are just bending and you can't get big toe side of feet down, move the right leg further back diagonally away. We're wanting to be able to push through the feet actively, engaging stretch up outer edge of legs and hips. Body to the front leg, keeping as much length through the spine. Again, if you're really rolling in flexion, pull your body up off the legs more. So wherever you can get that right leg in around outside edge of left foot as much as you can. Create your stretch, create your length. Protect around those joints where you are. So momentum coming forward through the feet, so you're not hyperextending around any joint. Head and chest lift, bring the right foot beside the left foot and simply change left foot around behind the right. Whether you've got little toe side of feet together, if you can't get big toe ball of foot, inner heels actively pressing, move the foot further back diagonally and push away from the feet. So you're engaging this stretch, outer edge of hips and legs. Keep working through to the stretch where you can. protecting around joints where you need to. Lift the head and chest. Feet hip distance apart, parallel, Uttanasana. Fold your body to the legs. Hold around the back of the legs if you're comfortable to do so. So it's just really allowing the weight of the upper body to drop to those legs. Bend them as much as you need to, protecting. Even buttocks extending further out, but ribs on thighs as high as you can. Head heavy. Is there breath? Breathing into tightnesses, breathing into those releases we're trying to create. Lift the head and chest, extend the spine forward. Hands to the mat, step or jump out to plank and hold it for a moment. Strengthening through the upper body. Knees down if you're dropping or you're tired. Chaturanga, lower the body. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Lift the body through, open up. Down dog, take the buttocks up and stretch back long. Unlock knees. Push the buttocks out, stretch them. Lower back in extension here, not rolling into flexion. And then next inhale, right leg goes up. Roll hip up, ribs up, twist up. Look up under that right underarm. Bend that top knee, keep it high. Keep the ribs contained. Exhale, swing the knee through to the mat, knee wide. Easy pigeon, right foot across the mat. Left leg, ease it out long. Keep pressing the pelvis, right buttock back. And then walk the hands long to where you can. Surrendering forward. So right buttock pressing back. Feel you're pulling the right leg back into the pelvis. So you're not pinching forward. Stay up higher if you need to. Pull the ribs in, pull the body into the back. And then outer edge of left hip comes forward and down. Top of left foot press, and feel you're dragging the left leg up into the pelvis, trying to square off as much as you can. Keep breathing. Finding your length, finding your opening. Exhale fully. We're walking the hands in and up. So arching up to where you can today. Staying higher. If there's pinching, stay lower. Squeeze shoulders back. Your choice. You could bring an arm or an arms up. You could clasp and turn up. Behind the back, clasp and pull away. If you're more mobile, bend the left leg up. Reach for the foot or leg. Kick it out. Open up to where you can. Breathing, opening, stretching. And then exhale, release it off. Second side, so we're back to down dog. Walk it out on the spot, do what you need to for a moment. And when you're ready, left leg goes up. Roll hip up, ribs up, twist up. Look up underneath that left underarm. Ribs in, it's not a back bend. Now bend that top knee, keep lifting it up. Feel the stretch, hip flexor, quadriceps, psoas, opening, lengthening. Sweep the knee through to the mat, left knee wide, foot across the mat, and then press back. Keep easing the pelvis back, the buttocks back, lengthen back. So on this side, we're pulling that left leg back into the hip and pelvis. Left leg pulling back, so you're not collapsing forward. Pull the front body up into back body. Top of right foot press into the mat. And so you're dragging that right leg forward. Keep pulling it through. And exhale fully. Walk the hands up on your inhaling breath. Arch up again. It's a back bend to wherever you can take it. Whether again you're going to take one or both arms up, you're clasping, turning up, behind the back. If you're more mobile, bend the leg up, hold it and kick it away, or your hands are supporting you. Keep breathing. Wherever you've taken the posture, make sure there's breath into the feeling. Releasing out into twist. Lean away, bring that right leg all the way over, outside edge of left leg. So we've got left arm wrapping, right hand behind. If this right buttock isn't coming down, take your left leg straight. Twist and look around behind your right shoulder as much as you can. And exhale fully, squeeze the last breath out. Inhale, face forward, unwind, second side. So right leg long or right leg tucking under, left foot over, outside edge. Right arm wrap, left hand behind. Inhale, spine lifting, and exhale, twisting, looking back. Shoulders and chest working around. And take a moment, feeling the rotation. Breathe into it. Exhale fully, squeeze the last breath out. Inhale, face forward and unwind. Bring the legs out in front. Give them a shake out, a rub down, roll shoulders, mobilize neck, do whatever you need to for a moment. And then fold your body forward, Pashimottanasana. So it's a deep forward bend, stretching the entire back of your body. Keep your chest, sternum lifted, shoulders back. Chin in, back of neck long. Keep breathing into this feeling. If you're falling out in the back, remember, bend those legs a little more. Tilt the pelvis up on something, giving you that tilt, lengthening, stretching. And on your next exhalation, surrender. Palms turn up, feet drop away. Let your body slump and surrender into this forward bend. Make sure you're protecting any parts of the body necessary. Neck, lower back. Press the heels down, firm the belly. And inhale, roll the back up vertebra by vertebra. Chin tucked in, the head coming up last. and take a moment. If you've got enough mat, roll all the way down. Protect the lower back if you need to, bending the legs to where you need. And once you're all the way to the mat, just take a moment there. Notice how it feels through the back body. Surrender and soften. Before we go to full relaxation, though, bend your legs up so the knees are in line with the hips. And from there, bring the knees in towards the chest. Flex the feet. Put the hands on the outside edge of knees. Imagine the knees are trying to drop out to each side. The hands resist not letting them. So knees trying to press wide. The hands resist them. Hold them where they're at. Keep breathing, resisting arm and legs against each other. Soften. Now put the hands inside edge of knees. As if the knees are trying to come together, the hands won't let them. So knees pressing in, arms holding them where they're at. Keep breathing whilst you work this posture. And soften. Again, hands outside edge of legs. Legs are trying to push out to each side. The hands resist. Hold them where they're at. And soften. Hands inside edge of legs. Knees trying to press together. Hands won't let them. Keep them where they're at. And exhale, soften. Bring the knees to the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, squeeze them in. And again, knees are trying to push up to the ceiling, arms won't let them. Exhale, squeeze the knees to the chest, press down. Breathe in, roll up forehead to knees. Again, knees are trying to push away, arms hold them where they're at. Keep forehead to knees, keep breathing. Hands outer edge of legs, knees try to push away, not letting them. Hands inside edge of knees, knees trying to stay together, hands not letting them. And then wrap the arms around the legs again, forehead to knees as close as you can get. And then roll the head back to the mat. Chin tucks, back of neck long. And then just let arms and legs release out. Shavasana in your time. Any aggravation, lumbar spine, please bend the legs up, taking pressure off your lower back. Completely surrender into this posture. Notice feelings, balanced or different. Readjust if you need to. And then feel your whole body surrender. Simply letting go with each exhaling breath. Exhale, softening. Exhales, releasing. Allow the weight of the back body to spread to the mat. You feel the back of the body surrender down. And then bring your awareness to the front body. Bring a slow, deep breath all the way up through your body, as full and as deep as you can. Keep trying to sip more breath into the body. Retain that breath, hold it into the body for as long as you can. When you're ready to let the inhale release, as you exhale, feel your front body drop through to the back body. and feel a complete surrendering and softening, a letting go. And then completely surrender in your time. Is there a stillness? Is there a quiet and a calm? When you're ready, start to gradually lengthen and deepen the breath. As the breaths deepen, start to rub thumbs and fingers, wriggle toes, opening, closing hands, flexing feet back and forth. Circle joints, ankles and wrists, full rotation. Opposite direction in your time. Stretch the arms up and over, reach out long. And exhale, sigh and soften. Again, stretch long, reach out. And exhale, sigh and soften. One more in your time, reach, retain the breath. And exhale, soften. Once you soften, bend your legs up, roll to your right, give yourself a moment there. And then when you're ready, coming up to sit. Easy cross the legs. Please prop the hips up if you're falling away. Thumb and first finger connect, palms turning up. Chin tucks in. Take a moment. Is there a lightness? Is there a spaciousness within? And consciously breathing into whatever you feel. Whatever grabs your attention first, breathe in and out of that feeling. Notice, does it change? Eventually it might dissipate all the way together, releasing away. And if so, something else to focus on. Or is there pure spaciousness and breathing into that? Next, inhale, sweep the arms wide and up. Connect the hands together and touch to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips. As we move through life, we have kind words. And bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch long, surrender forward. Mobilize it, rock it out, or be completely still, whatever works for you. Give yourself this moment. And then when you're ready, rolling on and finishing in your time.